Hey, welcome back. Today I have quite a few jobs to do and no, changes. Hey, what's going on? This week I have a lot of work to do and I thought I'd take you along for the ride since it's Boost World, you know. Last week we had an awful lot of rain, the whole of Czech was really flooded. It's really bad for a lot of houses and our roof started to leak. Now this back room was leaking since we bought the house. There's not really much we can do about it because the roof is just really old. But this little outside kind of area, room, I don't know what you want to call it, whatever, that I can fix. So tomorrow I'm gonna go get some wood and I'll make a video of that just to stop it leaking because it's a pain, you know. So that's the job for tomorrow. Today, I even got a list because I'll forget everything. So I got a list of things. I got to basically move the filter from the back, the pool filter, because we're not going to swim anymore. This is now, almost October. The weather is not great, so the pool filter can all go away and be stored till next spring. The pool, I don't know if you can see it on camera, probably not. The pool overflowed already once because of the amount of rain we had. That I need to drain. With a pump out into the road. I'll video that. There's a few other jobs. There's a few other little bits and pieces we have to do. Tomatoes as well in the back in the garden. There's so much work to do. This is the only problem with having a big garden, but we love it. We love it. So yeah, we'll start with the field. From there, and we'll work our way back. You know. I'm tired just thinking about it. And another quick job, I just went to get some bowls for the field. Another job is I need to take this down. As you can see, with the storm we had literally last week, I just destroyed the shelter, completely destroyed it. So I need to take this down as well. I need to take this down. And next year, after Christmas, so for springtime, I will completely rebuild this, take it down, new wood, new kitchen area, and make it really nice. But that's not for today. That's not for today. That's a worry for the future Jordan. So let's go to all the tomatoes. You can see the pool. It's basically almost up to the rim. It's over the drainage. And it's obviously going green now because we're not going to use it now. There's no point. So I need to drain like 3 foot of water out and just leave it till next year. You're not meant to drain it all out. Some of you might be thinking, you should, but that's apparently very bad for the pool, especially here in Czech Republic. We have like really cold winters, minus 10, minus 15, minus 20 in some places. It can get very, very cold. And that'll basically damage the pool because it can freeze and crack. So, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've read. We haven't had it long enough to be able to experience the bad and the good and the ugly. So, hopefully we won't have to worry about that. I'll put this just as a quick time lapse and I'll just collect all the tomatoes. I tell you what, growing tomatoes is amazing, genuinely. We had so many tomatoes this year. It's unbelievable. We've probably got about 5-6 bags full of tomatoes in the freezer. The missus made a passata. Like chopped tomato jars, so we've got loads of different things, loads of things. Surprising how much actually you get from just growing your own veg, So it's definitely worth it. But this will probably be the last time that we collect them. Pretty much everything else is left ripe now. We do have broccoli. I always forget what we have. Cabbage, red cabbage, and we have something else as well, but they won't be ready for another month or two, so we'll just leave them as they are. So I'm gonna crack on collecting tomatoes and and you can just sit back, enjoy the music. I tell you what, it's so hard not to look. I have a camera with a screen and I just cannot not look at it. It's very hard. I know I should look here, and I know it doesn't mean anything for you lot, but it's annoying for me, so I'm trying. We have a nice variety of ones. This is called, I'm joking, I have no idea what it's called. I have no idea. I'm not even gonna lie and pretend I do. That one's dead. But they do look nice though, don't they? Different shapes. Little cherry tomatoes. Obviously normal little red cherry tomatoes. And then black and red. Don't know how well you can see on camera. They're very juicy. Very juicy. So yeah, look at this. Beautiful tomatoes. I'm gonna collect all of these and I'll come back to you with what I've collected, because I don't think you want to just watch me collecting. That's not fun for anybody. So I'll come right back to you. Okay, I picked all the tomatoes. I got 3 bowls full of about 4 different types, 5 different types. I don't really know, to be honest. I'm just a picker. I don't need to know. I'm just a picker and eater, so I pick it and I eat it, and the missus does loads of the work. To be fair play to her. She's done literally 90% of the passata and everything. She did it like, it's a crazy amount. I'll have to do a video to show you. For those of you that don't know how much work actually goes into making your own passata, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's hours and hours to only make a few jars, so that's an idea for another video. Anyway, we can go and bag these all up, put all these in the freezer, and then we can go over to the sand filter, pool filter area and see what we're gonna do with that. Okay, I got some bags. What we're going to do is bag them up, keep them separate, because it's a lot easier. The yellows, I don't think we need to, because there's a bag already in there, in the freezer. And it's funny, my dog is watching. I got an audience. Yeah, so these can basically just go in as they are. It doesn't matter that they're mixed. It doesn't matter, because eventually, probably when I'm away for the 3 weeks, I know my missus will go through, she'll take them out and she'll make them into passata, because to be honest, she makes a lovely passata. And then for next year, we're going to do something different. We're going to do a slightly different process. More tomatoes, bigger trellises, and a different system for the tomatoes and passatas. But that is honestly a worry. It's a worry for next year. We don't need to worry about that right now. So we've got these 2 bags. We can go in the freezer, and then we'll add the. I don't know what they're called. I have no idea. If you want to know the names, let me know and I'll look into it. But I couldn't tell you what they are. Some of you don't care. I don't blame you, to be honest. We don't really need to know the names of tomatoes. All you need to know is they taste nice. That's all you need to know. And I cannot seem to do this bag up. Fat fingers, that's the problem. Okay. Let's have a look in the freezer. Yeah, the light is not very great in here, to be honest. Let's put you over here. Ah, there you go. It's better. Hello. Yeah, so as you can see, our freezer is tomatoes. It's just like 6 shelves of tomatoes. So we have 2 new bags we can add in. This is the bag already of they're like lemon tomatoes or something like that. They're very sweet, they're more sweet. So we can add to this bag all the other ones we found because they're more unique, they don't grow as often. I'll just run and get the other bag and we'll add these in. There we go, added whatever we had. As I said, we don't have many of them, but they're special and the missus wants to keep them. For now, anyway, until we think of something. Until we think of something to do with them. So, yeah, let's go look at the pool filter. As you can see, this is overgrown slightly, to say the least. Got so many jobs to do this week before I leave to go back to work, because then I'm away for 3 weeks. And then we go on holiday for 2 weeks, and then I go back to work for another 3 weeks. I'm trying to think if I have time to actually start on this area or if I have to leave it till after spring, you know? I don't know, we're not gonna worry about it now. If I have time at the end of the week, I'll make another video, because what is it today? It's Tuesday. I leave Sunday for work. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so this is this tank is the sand filter, and it's very heavy because it's full of sand and water. Now I need to drain it, disconnect everything, and then go and put it in the garden room that we have, and it can stay there till next spring. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drain the water out first, because this thing weighs a lot and I'm not gonna be carrying it. So I'm gonna set this to drain, and then I can go and get some tools to take off the pipes. Except this one's free. And again, next year I'm gonna do a nice. I'm gonna take this away, make a nice area, build like kind of a nice wooden shed here. Just make it fancy, you know. But one job at a time. So. Okay. Get a screwdriver quickly and then we can take it off. full of water. This thing will drip, but it takes a very long time to drip, so I'm just gonna pour some of it out. But you gotta try to be careful not to pull the sand out. This center pipe in the middle, you're not meant to get any sand in that whatsoever, because this is for only water. This outside ring, you can't really see it very well because of the water, but this outside ring is full of sand. This is where basically all your water gets filtered throughout the year. So we said we're gonna do a new setup next year anyway. As I said, I want to buy new oil pipes, so we don't have to worry about it. The good thing with this sand is it normally lasts for 3 years, and to be honest, it's pretty clean. I don't know how well you can see it. Can't get my fat hand in there, but it's still very white. You see? Don't know how well you can see it in the camera, but it's still very white sand. So after like 3 years, it goes like a lot worse, and then you have to change it. So to be honest, I think for next year we'll use the same sand. I'll probably take it all out next year, dry it, I'll rinse all the sand, give it a clean, and then put it back in. That's probably not needed, but so yeah. There's space in the back garage for this now, so I'm going to try to put this into the wheelbarrow and take it there, but it's heavy, it's very heavy. Okay, so that'll stay there now till April, end of March, it depends, because January and February I always work away full, so I do 2 months non-stop work and I don't come home. So it depends how the weather is. I may come home middle of March and then we'll start to set the pool up, but we won't use the pool till end of May, start of June really, unless the weather has like a freak heat spell. Otherwise, you know, that's kind of the hottest point in Czech, so there's no need to do anything sooner than that. So we'll see how it goes, but we can leave that there. That'll basically stay there. That's not in the way. Every room, everything you see which is a mess, everything needs to be sorted. It's just having the time to do it, to be honest, because 2 weeks I work away. When I'm home through summer, I'm either doing work in the garden, cutting the grass, other jobs on the house, DIY. There's so much to do. I don't have time to do everything, you know, but winter is coming, so there's no garden work. None of the plants or anything need doing. Once we plow and get all the land ready, November time, I need to prune the trees as well in November. That's all ready for next year. So then we don't have to do anything. But then yeah, it's Christmas, you know, so I just try to have fun when I can, do what work I can when I can, and I can video in the process, you know. So okay, we can, oh, we have a nice little swimmer in our pool. Let me take this camera and I'll show you without dropping it, preferably. Where did he go? There he is. He is a big boy. You see that? You see that thing? That is a massive beetle. I'll try and get him out so you can see him. Even the dog has come to have a look. Yeah, I will see if I can get him out. Where's the net? I'm sorry, Mr. Beetle, but I'm gonna have to drain some of this water. You know, unfortunately. Which means he needs to come out. There we go. He's a big beetle, see? Yeah. Oh, look. He made a friend. Yeah, he's a big boy. I will put him back so he can have a nice swim, because he doesn't bother us. Since we don't basically use the pool over winter, we don't mind if animals basically swim in it. Doesn't affect us. Gives them somewhere to swim and live for the next few months. Okay. Anyway, back to the list, because I would never remember anything. Woodshed, beer pump, tomatoes. Tomatoes we've already done. Move the filter we needed done. Drain the pool. Draining the pool is next. So what we can do is we can put the filter in, the pump that I have. I can get the hose out. I'm not sure where the hose is, to be honest. I think I might have put it up the attic. I have to look for that. So we're gonna get the pump in, get that running, because that can be pumping out water while I bring the stuff down from the attic. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. How about that? Okay, let's find this hose pipe. Found the hose pipe, and the hose pipe is at the attic. So we're gonna go up and get that down. And I just thought I'd show you how this room looks before I make it look better this week. This is the woodshed, right? This is where it's a mess, yeah, basically, to say the least. On the left side, I did this this year, or last year, I think last year. Built new wood storages, made it all better, redid the floor because I found some big metal sheets down the garden, so I basically redid all the flooring. This side is perfect. What I can't stand is this side, and as you can see, this is a nightmare. You can't see it because of the mess, but underneath this pile is my wood chopping stump, whatever you want to call it. It's where I use to obviously chop all the wood that's behind me. Now, the start of last year, obviously I wasn't here. I was away working for the 2 months, 3 months I think I did this year, 2.5 months actually. But anyway, so this is just kind of after about February, March, we don't use the wood fire in the house. So this kind of just got left to a storage, you know, a storage dump. And you can't see it because there's too much wood, but the ground here underneath is just muddy, kind of stony rubbish, which is just basically how they left it. Now, I don't like that. I hate it. So I want to clear all this, make the floor nice, see if I can do it without spending any money as well, which is always a benefit because we have a lot of slabs here. So I'm thinking some slabs. There's a lot of excess mud which is in the field. There's that big mound I'm sure you've seen on 1 or 2 of the videos. There's a big mound of mud. So I would basically bring some of that in, mix with some stone, and just kind of level it, harden it, and then we've got quite a few slabs, and I may put them down just to make it more solid. So that's going to be the plan. As I've said earlier, today is Tuesday. If I can get the pool drained as well as a few other bits, I might be time to do it this week. But I'm expecting 2 days job. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so the ladder is up there, and as you can see, this is a very old building. The wood timbers are not very supportive. You can see the roof. It's horrendous. Look at the gaps. Yeah, you thought you saw a bad roof? Now you have. Yeah. So, have to do some work to this. But there are things. My boy has found some wood because he's a good friend to me. Because this is what he does all the time. You see? Hey, where are you going? Yeah, he knows. He knows. He does it all the time. Comes in here, takes pieces of wood, takes it somewhere and chews it, you know. We don't mind, we love dogs. So yeah, up the attic, get the hose pipe, get the pump going, and this room will be a completely, just one big video by itself, because I have to come up with an idea how to store all the wood that I have in the garage and all the wood that's in here, because all of this we're going to use. So I have to come up with some sort of a plan of what to do with it. I haven't really thought about it yet because I don't want to put anything on the walls because these walls are just not very solid. So I need to build standing structures for some sort of wood support. But yeah, we'll worry about that another day. Let's get the hose pipe. Why is it stored up the attic? Because it's like 50 meters long. There's just nowhere good to store it, not yet. I want to make a circular kind of a circular wind-up wheel to put that in, because it's just so awkward. But for another day. Was being creepy. We have a sorry, we have a well, not a well, a drain here. See my dog? He was being creepy. That drain, it's been blocked. I did try when we first moved in to pump the well because they left like green black water. I tried to pump all that into there, but it just fills up really quickly. So I figured out there is a pipe. It goes down a little bit, 90-degree angle, and then goes off. But this pipe that comes off, I think it's just completely blocked with mud. I don't know how far it goes. Here in Czech, you can actually call the hasiči, or the fire people, you know, and they'll come out and they can unblock it. There is another service you can pay for, and they'll come out, a different company, and they'll unblock it. But we don't really use it. It would be ideal, especially when I redo all of this area, because this here is the gutter, as you can see, and it just drips and it makes this hole in the ground, as you can see. So obviously for future, I want to make all that nice. So I want a nice gutter drain pipe straight to the drain. But yeah, I have to get the drain unclogged before that, but this area I won't even start till probably next year when I come home after the 3 months working, and then make all this new, redo part of the floor, you know, do a proper job on it. So, but that won't be till next year, so we don't have to worry about it for now. But because the drain is blocked and I can't use it, we have to run the pipe out to the front of the main road and put it into the drain there. So it's good fun. need to connect these to the hose pipe, and then we can chuck this in, and that'll pump out quite a bit of the water. I had to take a little bit of a break because I had to go pick up a new washing machine. So if the light around me has changed, you know why. Let's connect these to the hose and then we'll set it all up. There we go. Okay. This thing is a nightmare. Oh, wrecks your hand. Okay, this screws in here. Right end in. And we're all set. So this now can go into the pump. Clips on. Like that. This can go in the water, this is the electrics, and we'll pump the water out. We'll get this in first, and then we'll go put the other end in the street, because I've got to make sure, well at the minute it's in my garage. I don't fancy flooding my garage, so let's get this in the water. This thing is automatic. When this is up, the pump stays on. If the water gets too low and this turns upside down, the water turns off. It's pretty cool, to be honest. It's a pretty good system. So this will float. There's air sealed inside here in a little ball. hear it. It's very quiet. Go check out the front. Make sure there's no blockages or nothing. And we've got a good clean flow. And then we can leave it for an hour or so. So let's go have a look. Okay, let's go check out the front. Make sure everything is okay. Should be fine. I did check the pipe as I was going along. I don't hear any issues. Yeah, emptying into the drain, which is perfect. No issues, no problems. So we can leave that. I mean, it's not ideal. If I had a cone, I'd put a traffic cone out, kind of to warn people so they don't run over my hose pipe. But you know, should be okay. So we can leave that now. It's kind of stupid. I have to leave this open, so I've had to put the dogs. I've had to put the dogs in the house, at least for a while. And do you see all my wood? This is just a part of it. This is all. Oh, it's wood. It's too much wood. It's too much wood. But it'll all come in handy. Let me tell you, because I'll use it for everything. All of the structure for here, for the outside kitchen. That'll all be made with them timbers. Put some nice facing on the front of it. Oh, it'll be lovely. It'll be lovely. Okay, so we can now leave this. 2 hours, 3 hours probably. I don't know, to be honest. I didn't use it at all last year because we left the water in and then we just put chemicals in March, April this year. So I don't remember, honest to you. I don't remember how long it'll take. It'll take a while anyway. So let's have a look. I'm gonna have a drink of water because I'm thirsty, and we'll have a look at the list, see what's next to do, and then see how much light we have left to do something. Just as I said, we'll go in and have a look, see the list. It's literally starting to rain. I don't know if you can see it on the pool. See the drops? That is not really great for for the electrics outside. So I'm gonna get a bag, put them in quickly, and what to do with the camera? What to do with the camera? We can maybe go into the. We'll go in the shed and I'll have a chat with some ideas I have. Sorry about the flashing lights. It's they're old lights. I will change them, don't worry. So welcome to my shed. This is my DIY station. I don't know what you want to call it. It does the job. It does the job lovely. For years I wanted my own workshop because I love making things out of wood. And I've made things for years. I'll put loads of things. Loads of things? That doesn't even make sense. I'll put a few things, pictures here on screen so you can see some of the jobs I've done over the years, you know, because why not? Sharing is caring. So this is my actual workstation. It's beautiful, beautiful thing. Made everything pretty much myself from scratch. So all the table in the corner, the stool, all the shelving, the wood storage, that's all made from scratch. With all the wood that I bring home as well. So it's all free. It's all free wood. Love it. Love it. This does nicely. I did make another table, which is behind you, but it is full of crap. Because I just, at the minute, because I've been doing so many different jobs here and there, I haven't had a few days to just crack on and make like nice shelving and storage for the workshop. I did what I needed to do, just quickly to grab woods, for example. So yeah, so there's a lot of mess behind which needs to go into boxes. The walls still need to be painted and sanded, you know, but this is perfect. This is what I always wanted, sort of my own little workshop which I can make into my own, if that makes sense. So yeah, but it's getting late outside. I gotta go make food as well for me and the missus. We're gonna have fish and chips tonight. Because I tell you what, even though we live in Czech, there's a few foods from UK that we miss. Fish and chips is one of them. You just can't get it anywhere in Czech Republic. It's just not the same. It's not the same foods. But that's you know, it's irrelevant because there's other nice foods here which isn't in UK. So it works in the balance, you know. So yeah, so I'm gonna go make foods. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna have a beer, and we're gonna have to leave the pump running on the pool for another hour, 2 hours. I wanted to leave the camera out there to do a time lapse, and it's literally just started it's carried on raining. I don't have anything for the camera, like a cover or, you know, an umbrella or anything. I don't have anything. So, unfortunately, you're not gonna see that. But I will show you it when it's empty. So, you'll see the difference, at least tomorrow. And tomorrow we're gonna crack on with the roof. So tomorrow is gonna be a big job. Gotta take all the tiles off, take the wood off of one section, you know, put some new wood on. If I have the wood to do it, great. If not, we have to figure that out tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a big one. So we'll see how it goes. It's a shame because last week was such bad weather, otherwise I would have done these jobs last week and I could have had time to make some things in here. But there are quite a few ideas that I have to make from now till Christmas. It's just finding time to make them. And I will show you. I will show you everything that I'm gonna make, and I'm sure you'll like it. I hope so. Anyway, I'm gonna go have some food. Thank you for watching so far. There's gonna be loads to come after this video anyway. I don't know why I'm saying thank you. It's not the end, but I just wanted to show you my workshop. Look at it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I didn't have one for years. Okay, I had a little garden shed back in UK, and then we rented like 2 houses, plus we lived in a family house, like a share house, you know. I never had my own space to do anything, and now I do. I love it. I just don't have time to be in it, so you know, it is what it is. We have fun. Okay, food time. Ciao for now. The rain just literally stopped quickly. Like 5-10 minutes, but it is black overhead, so I just wanted to show you how it looks now. You can see on the other side it's just below the tip of the filtration. I don't know what it's called actually, off the top of my head. I don't know. It has a proper name, okay? Just trust me. And I just can't think of it. Moving on, doesn't matter. So that's where the water level is, and tomorrow it's hopefully gonna be about halfway down the pool. I have to do it just underneath where the last air vent is, or water jet, just for cracking and stuff like that. So this is how it looks now, and then we'll check on it again tomorrow. Just so you can see the before and after. You're welcome. Good morning, and it's a beautiful morning here in Czech Republic as well. The sun is out, it's shining, there's no rain planned for the rest of the week, which is very nice. Seeing as the last week was absolutely horrendous. There's some places in Czech Republic that have some of the worst flooding for years and years, so it's not a very good situation at the minute. Okay, first thing to do is check the pool from last night, and then I'll show you there was a little mishap, which is my kind of stupidity, but also, no, probably just my stupidity, to be honest. Yeah, once we turned the water off last night, I pulled the hose pipe in, and I forgot to keep the end of the hose pipe levitated and take the pump out of the pool. Even though the pump wasn't running, there's still a gravitational pull, if you think about it, like when you sometimes put a straw into a drink and you put liquid in the straw. I think there's a name for it, there's a scientific name for it, but I'm not that clever and I'm not going to pretend that I am. So anyway, because basically the hose pipe was lower than the height of where the pool and the pump was, there was a little bit of water slowly trickling out of the hose pipe all night. So yeah, the garage is a little bit wet. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's check the pool. Okay, so as you can see, the level has dropped a nice amount. That's where it'll stay now until spring next year. And what we will probably do is empty it all in spring, so after the winter finishes, empty it all, get in, give it a good scrub out and a good clean, and then we'll fill it back up, add all the chemicals and all that, and then have a pool for next summer. So I'll put a picture here so you can just see a quick screenshot of what it looked like yesterday, so you don't have to rewind it and think. I mean, it's obvious I'm pumping water out, so it's obviously going to be different, but you know, just so you get to see it. So yeah, that's done, the pump is out. We can collect the hose now, drain as much of the water as we can out of it, put it back up in the attic, and then we'll move on to the next one. It's gonna be a long day. Actually, first things first, I'm gonna go get some shoes on because I forgot I got my sandals on. I'll be right back. Okay, where were we? The pipe. Hey, Bruce, no. We bought him a new ball for his birthday. He keeps bringing it outside, and he's not meant to. Bruce, no. He knows he's not meant to. Give me a minute. You see? New ball, which so far he hasn't destroyed. It's one of them Kong makes, which is very tough because our two staffies, they just destroy all toys, unfortunately. But he's not allowed it outside. Not yet. It's brand new. And they got enough toys out here anyway. So, as you can see, this is the result of yesterday's pipe overflow. Well, all this was wet, but it's dried a bit. But yeah, the bottoms of the woods are soaked a little bit. It's not the end of the world, you know. It's not that much. I got, as you can see, I have plenty more wood anyway, but still, just a kind of stupid system, which I didn't think about. It's my own fault, but there you go. These things happen. Not gonna hide it. It's a truthful channel. You're welcome. pump, we can leave that till next year. Now we're gonna try and get the water out. And my other dog, she wants her toy from the pool. Yeah, bless her. You have to wait till April. She's funny. I'll probably get it out with a stick, let's be honest, you know. So she has something to keep her occupied. Okay, let's get the water out of this hose pipe and then put it back up the attic. It's a lot of work just to get rid of, well, a foot, 2 foot of water, you know, but part of the process. So my plan, I know this is 50 meters of hose pipe, which is kind of a lot. It's gonna be awkward, but I'm just gonna stand there and I'm just gonna lift it through my hands, basically with one end in the pool, and the gravity should push that water out into the pool. Okay, so the plan now is to basically just drag this up into the attic. It's not an easy process. As I said, for next year there'll be something different because this will ideally be stored in the garden. Once I clear all that mess by the back of the house where the filter pump is, that'll be a storage shed for everything to do with water, so the hose pipes, all the pumps, everything, that'll all be stored there. And then it'll be a nice greenhouse as well for all of our veggies. But for now, we just work with what we've got. So let's drag this into the attic. could stay up here now till next year. Oh, it's hot a bit. But you can see how awful the roof is. Holes everywhere. It doesn't leak as bad up here, but yeah, the timbers are very, very bad. You can see it's not straight at all, the roof. It's tilted, you know. Look at the end there, like this. The whole house, you know. It is what it is, but yeah. While we're up here, I need to get down all of the winter stuff ready, especially for the missus, because she loves fluffies and stuff like that through winter. So I'm gonna get all the fluffies, as she calls them, you know, winter clothes and all these sort of things, pajamas and all that sort of stuff for her. I don't need any. I have shorts and t-shirt all year, but so I'm gonna get all the winter stuff down, put it in our washroom, because obviously it all needs to be washed, ready for the next few months ahead, because as I've said before, winter gets very, very cold. So we can start taking all these down, and then I'll talk you through the roof, or I could talk about it while I'm a bit. No. Let's crack on. that's finished. While I'm in here, this is the room, which is the roof that I want to fix, and I'll show you why. You can see the mold around the door. It leaks. All of these cracks leak through every single one of them. Somewhere here, all along here, it leaks water. Yeah, big cracks all the way along the walls. You know, this room, there's no electrics in here. All the electrics you see, like here, all these cables, the lights, everything is the way we. Okay, everything you see is how we bought it. So we haven't done any work to this room at all. Obviously, it's not easy to do jobs in the garden, in the house, and still work and have money for everything else, you know. So yeah, we do what we can while we can, but because we can't afford to redo this ceiling in here anytime soon, because we want to get the electrics done first. But to get the electrics done, we need to stop the water leak. So that's why I came up with the idea to change the beam, and then it was only when I realized how bad that beam plus the other beams are that, yeah, I'll redo it all in November. So once we do it all in November, maybe January, February next year, we can get an electrician in, he can rewire it all, and we can get in a plasterer probably to plaster it all, because I'm a man of many trades. Not trades, because I'm not a professional, nowhere near. I'll never say I am. I just enjoy doing stuff myself. But some things are best left to the professionals. Electrics, plastering. Because I'll just mess it up, to be honest. So yeah, but that's a worry for another day. So that's it for the bags, at least. Now I think I'll go get a drink because it's quite hot in Czech now. It's not a very stable roof. Okay, here's the issue. Don't know how well you can see this, but I'll try and show you. I'll take one or two of these tiles off and I'll show you the problem. Okay, let me just take this off. Can you see this cloud of gnats or not on camera? It's flying ants. Can't even see it on camera, can you? Well, lucky you. Anyway, so this section of the roof is separate from the rest. It's from about here down to the edge. These will all have to come off. Yeah. Now here's the issue. Look at this. This is obviously the timbers. It should not be doing this. As you can see, you can basically pull it away. That is not very good. Even if you're not a wood person, you can understand wood should not be doing this. I should not be able to put my fingers through it. You see? It's just rotted. So my original plan was to take these tiles off, replace just this one timber, and then put the tiles back on, and you know, I hope that does a good job. So what I'm going to do instead, and I think this is going to be a lot better, it's very bright, I can't see anything, I think this is going to be a lot better in the long run, is November, that's going to be the next time that I'm free and here. As long as there's acceptable weather, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take every single tile off on this square, every single timber, buy new timbers, plus like chipboard or MDF, whatever it is, the flat board sheets. Put sheets on top, then I can waterproof all the sheets with sheeting. Take all of this guttering off on the side, yeah? Waterproof the side of it. Oh, please don't go through the roof. I don't have a light on the camera, unfortunately, so I hope you can see. The wood is just, you can't really see it on camera. The wood has just been battered by the rain from the side continuously. And obviously it's so bad now that, you know, you can just pull the wood apart. So my first plan was just basically to replace this timber. But that's kind of doing a temporary fix for a long-term problem. Do you know what I mean? And I don't really fancy doing that. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it once. I'm gonna do it properly. Now, I would love to redo the full roof, but we don't have the money for that, so there's nothing I can do about that now. But I can at least do this small bit once I take it all off in November, because I don't think this thing has been touched for... Well, we know that people that used to live here before us, they did some renovating, but they lived here for 13, 14 years, and they didn't touch anything to do with the roofs. So that's, that kind of gives you an idea already. There's so much wood damage in the roof that, you know, there's nothing we can do about that. Okay, let me show you the next thing, which is going to take like a few minutes. Is I'm going to take this sheet down. See, I had this up for a birthday party, and then we had a huge storm literally last week when whenever it was flooding, and yeah, it's ripped. So I'm going to take like 3 seconds, rip this down, and the other one because it's just annoying me, and then we're going to crack on with the woodshed. I'll give you a little walkthrough of what we're going to do, and I'll probably do it as just sort of a time lapse. I may upload it on its own. It depends how long it's going to be. We'll see. If it's going to be on its own, then it'll be in the next video. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'll do a little talk about it, and then I'll do it, because there's a lot to do. I got to take everything out, all of the wood, all the other pieces, bits and bobs that's in there. Make some type of shelving so I can store all my wood, because I don't want it on the floor. And then we'll just see how it goes. We'll see, like I said, it's not going to rain today or tomorrow at all, which is good. So worst case scenario, I can keep wood outside, and then if I don't get to finish it today, because it'll be quite a long one, so although it's 12:30 now, so sunset's about 7, so I got about 7 hours, 6 hours, plus add food in there, and you know, so we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. First, let's take this down, and then we can jump into the woodshed. See? That looks better, doesn't it, already? Just can't wait to redo this next year. This is gonna be lovely. It's gonna be very nice. It's gonna be...